Okay. Alright. Think we're good? Okay, hello there everybody, this is FF14 here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. As you all can see, once again, I love crafting in this game. I crafted so much that basically my gear is about to possibly give out, so... And so I figured I also had a lot of stuff on my inventory to get rid of, in case the main quest gives me more gear and stuff, so I decided to do some crafting. Yep, I'm almost there to that. Nice! Oh yeah. Yeah, some chickens, man, there we go. Okay, let's check the emotes. Let's see. Which one was it? No, not that one. This one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see how much money I made this time. Welcome back, FF. Okay, 17,000. Not the best, but after all this lower level stuff. So it's all good. Besides, I got more stuff to sell, so we're good. And another 5 grand. Beautiful. Alright, let's get back into my samurai outfit. And how are you doing today, FF? Hey, Tataru, how's it going? Ain't you the precious little thing? These parchments, let's see. Yeah, yeah. These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I am sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Oh, Marl, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dare and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're down in the revenant's toll. I have time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garments immediately. They assembled here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report back to Alpha now, if you wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Why? Doing great. Getting ready to grill out some salmon with some sweet potatoes. Oh, that's awesome, FF. I'm hoping that you have enjoyed your cookout. And these mother effers are gonna be kidding me. We're gonna dress these up. We're gonna dress up these guys in what it feels like to be. I guess it's a cool thing to be a military uniform, but it just doesn't seem right, man. They're adventurers. Similar to mercenaries for hire. Those mercenaries for hire have freaking matching uniforms. They're going out there with a name tag saying, "Hi, I am this person." Or, "Hi, my name is this person." These are battle-tested people. They would need to have matching uniforms and perhaps name tags. I can possibly understand of being a professional in the military. Fine, no problem there. But these people are gonna be in the same circumstance of, a militia, if you call it. Not like the National Guard or anything of the sort. It's a militia. War was a big business even back then. That's true. People even back then perpetuate war in order to sell their weapons. Like, if there's no war, and a weapon manufacturer has such stocks of weapons, where would they go? Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. He's talking about money. Okay, I'm hoping that he's not talking about money. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself 'tis an investment in the future. Thus I did sign my name to the cause. These uniforms are a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be a wealth of plenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Okay, this is not gonna be good. I thought it's best to mimic my fellows here. Yeah, I admit I had no idea what we are supposed to be doing. Ah, new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction to the Wood Whalers. Okay, Isidore has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I am excited to forge my own path onwards. Ah, yes, uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Hello there, lad. Looking for me, was he? I suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure I'd hear it amongst the amongst the bustle. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut the blood off of me head. Now he has the right idea. This guy here has the right idea. He is definitely a hard adventurer. Like, you'll be ending up with cuts and scrapes and perhaps even broken bones and stuff. You may as well use your use your uniform as a makeshift splint, if you will, for your arm or whatever. And also freaking use the uniform as a way to wipe the blood. So yeah, good idea, mister. The scarlet garb marks me a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hardy defender of Limsa Laminsa, yet in truth I stand at the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Oh, now, what a striking shade of blue put alongside my Maelstrom uniform. My wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. With good friend Willard. Little Alamigo could learn from Revenant's Toll that this town could be so alive in the midst of such desolation. Yes, it could. I've never worn quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Yeah, these people have never worn a uniform, and a lot of these people have never worn a uniform in their life. Okay. Okay, Maro YT, gods, I did not expect you to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform from your hand. I shall wear it with pride. I don't believe we met. I'm Ilbird, and I'll have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. I like the armor that you're wearing, Ilbird. That's some sick looking armor. Why in the world would you want to replace such sick looking armor for a uniform? Much did I lose during the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. A uniform are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is, essentially, a band of strangers. Man, I am serious. I guess I could possibly once again, I could definitely understand a military uniform. But these people are adventurers. They may have never worn a uniform in their entire lives. Oh, we just chilling with Ilberg. That's right, Epip. Alright, Alphanaud. Tyro mentioned that you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've met the rest of the recruits. Some few answers to the call of arms. I put forth through the established grand companies as such. We are not yet an army, but there is a small core of elite warriors can achieve. Yeah, that's true. The 300 Spartans at the Rambalai, for instance. There was about 200, matter of fact, it was closely to 250,000 Persians, and 300 Spartans freaking laid waste to them. Except for this one time where a traitor told the Persians about to what it looks like from what I remember, the goat's path that leads behind the Spartans. So a few answers, yeah. Did I mention? I thought of the name of a company. 'Tis my hope that it shall soon become birthed across Eorzea. The moment the truth draws near, and while the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make an official announcement. Yep.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made.
These people are adventurers. Mercenaries for hire, if you will. And they have to wear matching forms. In my band of mercenaries, we don't wear uniforms at all. We don't wear nothing at all. And our foes will usually poke their eyes out. So we win. So we win every time. F yeah, FF. Just like the naked Gaelic warriors. And yes, FF, there is a such thing. In ancient times, there once was, I do believe, in Gaul, that there was indeed warriors called the Naked Warriors. Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you had made.
With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea.
It's all good.
From this moment forth, I declare you crystal braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one. Whether it be the beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus, does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
Yep. I am definitely not a fan of matching uniforms.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were.
Alph, I am dead serious. I guess you would understand. You made the order. Yeah, you made the order, which makes you the leader. It's similar. Yeah, it's similar to how a person can form an order. The first one started first. And the first one who suggested it is the leader.
We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Okay, so he's not gonna lead them in the battle. What kind of commander is he then?
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions.
Okay, in case some of you may have missed yesterday's stream, the Crystal Braves were funded by Ul'dah, but knowing that a bunch of most of the Ul'dah money came from the Syndicate, which are a syndicate that is like a crime syndicate, if you will. But the Syndicate is like people who more like just care about money. And they put a whole bunch of money into the Crystal Braves. And that's not good. It's like whoever gave a large sum of money to any organization, and then those people would think that they could just control them. It's like if either one of us were to, let's just say if one of us were to say, like, that a person would give another person $20 if they be quiet. And that person takes the money and then that person who takes the money just shuts their mouth. So basically that's what we're looking at here in the Crystal Braves. Odds are that if the Syndicate calls in a favor, then odds are the Crystal Braves will have to answer.
Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12.
Fudge, yeah.
I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. she's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death.
Fudge, yeah. And I'm a fan of Minfilia's uniform. Boy, I am. Aren't we all, FF? Aren't we all?
Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima.
Jeez.
Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well?
Possibly.
I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans? Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
And I don't need any of these. So I'm gonna just get money. Lord Hunchafont? Fudge, yeah. Very good. See, the provisions are prepared for transport, but let us hope that the shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Ishgard is, yeah, I think that's Ishgard. We're gonna go in that. Hey there, mister. Who are you? Medieval looking knights. Oh no! Oh! What the fudge, man? Don't tell me you're gonna have to kick that guy's butt too. Okay. Trader in the midst. Try as I might, I cannot shake the creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret upon the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have relatively been quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And at such times as permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, you will have to wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Urangier is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you know already. Let us speak of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphanod did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operations is another matter entirely, which he says he is not the commander. Though I doubt that he is doing his best, but I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know, he could be independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that comes from you. Alpha Non has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again. Were you to offer? I should be most grateful if you go to him and support him in whatever matters you are able. Alright, I'm gonna have to smack some sense into the kid. And smack some sense into a kid I shall do. Being called a commander and not leading. What is it, Mario? And to be concise, I am rather busy. Would you lend a hand, you say? Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter of wants for attention. Given the sensitive nature, I am hesitant to entrust it to my braves. But the man upon the ire, and I had little choice. Which is will not say that my men want for labor. Though we are newly formed, they are great demand for our services, and we are hard pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is that I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but presence requires elsewhere. You coward! That being the case, I entrusted its resolution to my second in command, Captain Ilbroyd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Morrow. Alright, Ilbird, what you got for me, mister?
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us?
I slay primals, yes, I serve you.
Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies.
Okay.
After some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
Okay.
Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now.
Poison Ivy, yeah.
General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway. And if that is the case, he may well move against us.
Okay.
We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
Yeah, we slew primals, of course. Okay. Stinky Ivy, we need some weed killer. Exactly, Up. We don't need to smoke weed. We need to kill the weed. Hey, Ralbon, how's it going, buddy?
What brings you here, my friend?
Yeah, Ralbon freaking calls me his friend. Fudge, yeah.
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
Fudge, yeah.
But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Fudge, yeah.
Bah, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher.
Yeah, we slew primals. We freaking blow up the Imperial... We blow it up in the Imperial fortresses. We got up in there and went up against the Empire's best. And it was sweet.
But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you were an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Really, the ice cream truck now?
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil.
Yeah, that's true. In Ul'dah, a man's worth is measured in money.
But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
No, I don't think so.
Very well.
The monetarists are people are.
Investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime.
Okay, the monetarist is indeed a political party in Ul'dah that cares about money. And I don't think they would want to start a civil war in Ul'dah in the name of making money. Because that'll be a waste.
It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
But yeah.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland.
Okay. Oh, that's a sick looking uniform, I have to admit.
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Okay, that was no problem at all. Ale, heck yeah. That's right, FF Ale. The best ale. Okay. Our hunt for Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice to say, we must be tread warily, but one misstep may cost us our lives. Mr. I slew primals. So yeah, I think I should be fine. Let us return to the Rising Stones report to Commander Olivier. Okay, there's so many lag that it might be lagging. Jeez. Okay, let me check to see if the stream's doing okay. Yes, it is. Okay. With all the lag in the server, I was just making sure. Hey, Totoro. Hey, Totoro, how's it going? It's your buddy Moro. You need some help? You need me to help you reach that book? Oh, the invoice of petitions. It's a war, Moro. My desk is the front line. I fear I may be overrun. Oh, Totoro, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need me to help you reach that book? Aww. Okay, We returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? Will you recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering to the rendezvous site and used by Ivy's minions and his Imperial contacts? Soon after you left, we received word that a unit was ambushed who's en route to its destination. Gosh darn it. According to the report, one of ours was taken. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have great fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardon, Commander, but we not have the time. I am afraid I must ask you to aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives. Yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilburn has the right of it. I trust that you are willing, but of course you are now a line of the Fourth Lines in way into Tangle. Near the entrance to Castrium Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. Jeez, man. Alright, at least we're gonna go ahead and kick some Empire butt. Alright, Empire, I am coming to kick your butts. Would you aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now is the time. Now time is against us. Allow me to be brief on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to Castrium yonder. Outnumbered as we are, it was as we all could have flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may be yet in its infancy, but the bonds that bind us is as strong as mithril. None of us will stand while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrium Sentry. Please help us find Raish before it's too late. Alright, let's go in there and start breaking heads. Okay, come on. Mister, you're dealing with a fudging samurai here. A kick butt samurai. Where am I? Rish, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now quit this accursed place. Rish cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? giving a reputation, I suspect the Garlings will be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we'll be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we're safely outside the walls. Yeah, I'm always about making some undivided attention. As a streamer and as a content creator, it is my duty for my ego to get people's undivided attention. And so we shall. Another one down. Man, my samurai is strong. Alright, let me go and hop over this. Okay, it's right over there. Hey, mister. Yes! Get him. Okay, there we go, guess. So use this. Yes! Hi Jackson, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's help this person out. And show them how real DPS is done. There we go, that's how it's done. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Yes! Oh, I forgot to thank. Okay, maybe I should, okay. I thought there was an email for thanks. But oh well. In case this person is watching, thank you very much for the help. I waited for your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we have suffered no further casualties. Word cannot express my gratitude. And all that is left for the mission success is return to Commander Levier. And I'll go ahead to the Rising Stone. The commander did squat, man. Jeez, how in the world is he supposed to lead knowing that he's not even fighting? Jeez. Oh well, as long as I'm getting paid. Oh great, I was speaking like one of those people from the syndicate. How are you doing today, Jackson? It does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt your I doubt not your prowess entering enemy stronghold is generally considered a risky venture, and I must confess to having a I've been triple anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, medical stuff. The danger has passed. You have my gratitude, Morrow. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Rish owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, we'll see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. And I will yank that weed out. I will make sure that my katana, that our person's katana, is gonna be slicing through that fudging ivy. Because the last thing I need is to have a poison ivy. As for you, Mora, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, and I require you to accompany me to Karthas. I have granted an audience with the Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man has expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall soon depart as soon as you're ready. And I'm not going to take any of this, but I'm going to go ahead and take the money. I don't need any of these, so let's see. Yeah, well, okay. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Marl. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Cap Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a temple knight. Needless to say that their leader wields tremendous political influence. We should be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential if Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the man behind the legend. I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Karthas. Mr. B-word Alphanaud. I am the freaking warrior of light. I can go where I please. I don't need no stinking permission. I may have you feel this is a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be but to nobler use. If so, you should be more than good to be accomplished with a stroke of a pen than with a thrust of a sword. Fine. I would give permission. Even though I slew primals, I should be able to make my own decisions. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador, by all means, I think, is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. And if Alphanaud believes that your presence may help him secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take Marl as explained the situation. He has, yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted him. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with all the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew the question of your motives is one that I wish to have given. no small amount of thought. Alas, no more than is greatly generally known. Notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the top of Apathia's spire. Ruled by Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of the Alamigo fall. Fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of the Silver Tier Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas when the calamity loomed large. On the fields of Cartno, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. Cowards! I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell as the Alamigo. And what mine efforts yielded, why not? Surely this could be considered a step in the right direction? I should hope so. Rather than a lowly messenger we have fobbed off in the past, this time we shall meet the man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not naive as to think they have come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something that they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy, they bring their agendas to negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point to and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, our friend Lord Honchafon is expecting us. Now, since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I might understand that you have further ingrained yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Okay, we're gonna head back to Lord Honchafon, man. That guy is awesome. Okay, Honchafon, how's it going, buddy? Oh, Moro, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stuck to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do much as a distinguished personage to catch a cold with us and join our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Yeah, you're lightly dressed for the occasion. In honor, as always. Likewise, Lord Honchafon, forgive us for another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense, any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what future may bring? Hells for Toms may seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I will simply be delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is a grave concern to us all. But all the matters at hand, Sir Emmerich has arrived at Camp Dragonhead early, and I'm told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless on your way to journey, a dangerous to rest a while. Remain in our hearth. If you're willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the ancestry. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. Okay, as inviting as your hearth sounds, which is the house that you're in, it is best if we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. We have been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside and I shall summon the others. Fudge, yeah. Okay, let me check. I think it's all good.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yo, where can I get armor like that?
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
That is some sick looking armor, mister. Where do you get that?
I'm Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Oh, this is a political meeting. Okay, I guess it's fine.
Speaking of reputation, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Yeah, that's right, man, it does. We freaking slew primals. We got up into the Empire's business. We freaking picked their noses. When I mean by picking their noses, I mean we kicked their butts so hard that their noses are bleeding.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
Hey there, lady. My name is Morrow. What's your name?
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination.
Fudge, yeah.
Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
Fudge, yeah.
Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats.
Yeah.
I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Yeah.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
Okay.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. The territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry.
Yeah, that does make sense, but knowing that it is in your lands and they'll continue getting more land. So in a way, it's an Ishgard problem too.
Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations.
Which is the prime direct. Does. Okay, okay. And I guess I could possibly understand because of intervention could possibly lead to catastrophes and stuff. But knowing that Ishgard has been around in Eorzean for I don't know how many years, that they may have known about the local affairs of other nations. They are a part of the planet. Okay, in Star Trek, the Prime Directive is a non-intervention directive. That's between planets. That is between the Federation and other civilizations. Like, for instance, we cannot help another race. I mean, in Star Trek, the Federation cannot help another developing species or race to create the wheel because they have not created a wheel. We cannot do it for them. I mean, they cannot do it for them. The species have to learn how to do that. But Ishgard has been around how many years in Eorzea? They're native. That is entirely different than a Prime Directive.
Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare.
Okay, so it's like if they were to have men to spare, maybe that'll be different. Okay?
As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Yeah, that's true.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet.
Erg! Okay, if any of the nations of the Eorzean Alliance fall, then it's up to Ishgard. So meaning they would have the dragons and the Empire to contend with. So to this guy here, the Eorzean Alliance only serves as a buffer. A hill, if you will. They have to go through the Eorzean Alliance in order to get through to get to Ishgard.
Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Yeah, because the Empire is fighting a civil war right now. In case some of you may know, is that in empires in the past, once the emperor or king is dead, they would morally be having a war of succession. That, or it would be the possibility of voting, putting to a vote among the noble houses, to vote for a king. So when Gaius von Belisar is dead, he was the emperor. Or similar to someone who is the emperor. And he is dead. So now there's going to be a civil war over succession.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies FF14 has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers.
So House 4 Tom. Okay, this is about the supplies being sent from House 4 Toms to Revenant's Toll. Basically, it's like saying, Ishgar's like saying, nope, nope, nope. Even though it's just only in the form of supplies, that would be aiding in another foreign power. So even sending okay, even in Starfleet, sending in food replicators was okay. Because in order to help starving people. But they could not provide the military training or anything in the military or economic. Possibly the Federation would be able to give people medical care and food replicators, but other than that, they cannot get involved in the politics of that civilization. So in this case,
I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard Sorma.
that's not good. I think some of you may not know about the cinematic of that in the Battle of the Cartano. But there's this one point that Midsommar pales in comparison to the Leviathan. The Leviathan pales in comparison to Midsommar. Yeah, Midgard Summer. He is that big of a dragon.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Time to eat. See you later. See you later, Epip. Have a good time eating.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments.
Oh, trust me. I am definitely gonna make sure that you keep abreast. May it be a chicken or any other kind of breast.
I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Alright, let's go ahead and kick some butt, man. And I will definitely take that. Intersection of the Saints. Just as when we were starting to make progress. To make matters worse, the caravan spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll, of all places. Honestly, if I were so inclined, I think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I know this is more. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Hunchafont, see what he learned. Okay. Well, sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulders Down. 'Twas the ambush swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain. Every crate seized, and then quickly as they appeared, they were gone. 'Twas be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route. Knowledge to only which a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue an avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is warm, yet we must act swiftly, as Lord Hunchafont said, lest the crucial evidence be lost. You have the knack for discerning hidden truths, Morrow. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. And they better not F with me, otherwise I'll kill them. Okay. Okay. Move along, adventurer. Those things for Lord Hunchafont bid you speak with us, and you must beg your pardon, scion. As you can see, they left every crate behind, tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing is a bit odd if you ask me. If it'd be easier to just steal it, through a sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared. Probably the wagons of their own hidden the way. Pay no heed to our ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis not but speculation. Why not be receiving care to observatorium? That is, the fact he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Alright, let's help this person out. Okay. There you go. One of this thing gives me ice crystals. Yes, they do. Maybe I should hide behind here. Yes, hide behind this tree. Okay. Alright, we're good. Okay. Of course, up this way. Ah, there you are, mister. You've come back. You've come about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them at the entrance of the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims we marked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow, just a young girl. I thought some poor lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Why else would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words, and I couldn't hear. She leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened until the snow turned red. And then it was red everywhere. I tried to fight, but it took a blow to the head. And by that time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. They'd kill me, so I just lay and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Another primal. Great. Another primal. Just my luck. Another fudging primal. Ah, you have returned. What news have you for us? It seems Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not heard a single line of the Enchiridion asked an Athanaud? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, apostate who lay... Oh my goodness, she did the nasty with dragons. She did. The dragons put the dragon, The dragon put his sausage in her hot dog bun. The dragon put their in luckily there's no kids on the stream. Yeah, luckily possibly there's no kids on the stream that actually know what lay down means. I'm kidding, seriously. They did the dragon did big DPS on Shiva. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it comes to patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say that she's their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Hunchafont, what was the caravan's cargo? Well, if I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see Isar and our followers intend to summon Shiva? As a beach tribe with a primal, why else would they have gone to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once, Lord Hunchafont. You would agree that discretion is paramount concern. I want that armor that she's wearing. Matter of fact, I want the armor that Emmerich was wearing. But matter of fact, it's plate, and we're a samurai. It would definitely get in the way of our mobility. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphanaud. The scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will send word to my brethren at Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to prevention of the summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Another primal who would befall my katana. And their heads are going to be mounted on my wall. Strength and unity. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. And the heretics were a problem to be sure, but a relatively minor one. And before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course now they may have my undivided attention. After apprising Midfield of the situation, I shall summon a unit of crystal brains to assist you. Well, that's not going to work. Because the crystal brains are pricks. Because I don't trust anyone who has been paid off by money by the syndicate. Pray join me in White Brim front. See this incident at Snowcloak. The Knights of the House Air has redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information that may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given a mutual enemy, Lord Drillamont should be eager to oblige us. See you there. Okay. Alright, let's help this person out. Yeah, come on, let's help it out. Ah. Okay. Yeah, come on. Let's help. Yeah, there we go, Buckshot. Let's help it out. There we go. Okay. Alright, Drillermont. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could not be better. We're all ears, Lord Drillermont. A band of pilgrims have been transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Unless our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions are all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. You don't have any men to spare, you say? And now you do? I thought the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to the White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust that you'll agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. I told it would be good but best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such my intent for the start, Sir Emmerich. As be it so it begins, my friend. I dare say this will be provided all too brief in collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager upon the success of a single solution. Yet there might be subtle means of which we can locate the heretic's lair. Lord Drillermont has one in mind. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Look at all those goods that should have been bound for me. Yes, excellent. Hey there. My lady, everything has been accounted for, and if there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Stop being a simp. Okay, where is it? There you go. Bacon bread. Fudge, yeah. Okay, so is everyone stuck behind? There are efforts the joint efforts may succeed where others have failed, but it cannot yield the same result. Unfortunately, without other options, I trust that you have forgotten Inquisitor Guilliman. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remains undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts. Has the question what steps might have been taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future? Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions. We identified only but one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple's Knights of the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their attempt, he may have attempt to warn the heretics. Search in the months of the yard. Can you simply watch and listen to see how the suspect knows which are endanger our plans? Okay. Okay, the suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Then the suspected heretic follows the road east. It would have been a lot more easier if I were to go in the sky, but then again, they may have seen it. The suspect headed south. And what a surprise! There's a Drake right there. Hey, where in Seven Hells are you? I'm freezing my buttocks over here. I am here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the, bloody echo. Lower your voice, are the only heroes in White Brain Front. Yes, of course, the Temple Knights are, in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me, we already know about them. Our comrades at Boulder Down will use tunnels, dead before they know what happened. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Yeah, motherfudger, we got him. The motherfudger's going to get it. Alright, mister. I'm here. Okay, well, did your investigation bear fruit? Yes, it did. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you have heard the words more clearly. A few snatches were you able to make out nonetheless, enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Down are key to their plans, which means that it is the key to our plans that they have been rooted out and put to the sword. First Blood. Allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger. Lord Drillamon asks you to assist him in ensuring their safety. Long suspected heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse through the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to make our forces unawares. Needless to say that we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Ordinary Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy numbers or readiness, I cannot be certain they'll be sufficient. If you could consent to my knights in the search, they would take courage from a presence of so storied a warrior. Can't maybe come to fruition. Show them no mercy. The lives of our allies are at stake. I wonder if this person knows. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Gave that person an awesome emote. Okay, let us go. Okay, let's see. Okay. Gotta love helping people. Mister. You're dealing with a level 60 samurai. Okay. Man. Alright. Okay, where are they at? Ah. Let's return to Lord Drillermont. Man, do I love flying. It really makes traveling a lot easier. Oh. Gotta love this. Okay, my knight sent no word of your coming, Mara. What has happened? And what is that in your hand? By the Fury, those were veterans of years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not a sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. Must be others. I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicion. Would that we caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. Hell Center there must send reinforcements. Even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil, I can see no way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Okay. The path of the righteous. Lord Drillamont recognizes that the situation at Snowcloak is coming to a head, and a decisive action must be taken. Time is of the essence tomorrow. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. And equipment will avail them if they were to cut down their swords or drawn. All but not yet is lost. If you leave now, they may be able time to warn them. Make case I beseech you to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything you have discovered. Okay. Alright. We're gonna go to Snowcloak. Okay, looks like that person got it. Okay. Let's help it. Help a fellow sprout out. Okay, I don't know what this person is doing. I can only suspect farming. Yeah, let's follow. It's not exactly harassment. If it was harassment, I would have been able to attack anything, even with her being there. But I let her attack first, so she can get whatever she needs to get. And then I come in as a DPS king and help her out. Okay, I guess this person's fine. Moral, this is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected that the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now they have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Louvier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such heights to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins, when we should be rightfully straining every sinew to find her. and stop this darn summoning. There she is. Come here, girl. Flygia! Flygia Yida! That was close. Didn't it hurt you, didn't it? Only my pride, Yida. Will there be others be nearby? We must see that they are giving us a really warm welcome. Commander Louis here. There has been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances of some half a dozen tunnels. After spotting the enemy breaking to surface. But that's not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves to our swords to defend it. As I suspected, amongst the war in the tunnels lies the entrance to the Iceheart's lair. Some of the others were going in. A moment, Alphanald. The tunnel is in question barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say any certainty where it leads, much less they're waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking in there on the surface. What if they converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into the trap. Makes sense? I take your point. If the tunnels are indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would be an obstacle of escape. Change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever the tunnel leads. And you will find Iceheart at the end of it. At the end of it, do not let her escape. Venture into the unknown, you see, so that you are prepared. So see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papalimo will sulk. The entrance to the tunnels just over here. We have not seen the heretics breaking the surface, but we have never noticed. Per Sir Emmerich's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Alright. Well then everybody, it looks like this is going to be it for today's live stream. Yeah, okay. This will be it for today's live stream, and tomorrow we will continue playing this. Oh man, it's been a while since the last time I was in a raid. Oh wait a minute, did it? Okay. What the fudge happened? Well then everybody, it looks like I gotta get going.